This is not just a river. This is an aquatic monster, a primal force of nature thrashing wildly between these ancient vertical granite cliffs today. The water roars with a terrifying intensity, its power capable of crushing anything in its path as it surges through this narrow geological bottleneck with fury. Look at the sheer scale of this abyss. The depth is staggering, and the pressure generated by millions of tons of water is almost beyond human comprehension. Flowing at tens of thousands of cubic meters per second, the river moves like a liquid battering ram, testing the very foundation of the Earth itself. Against this backdrop of geological chaos, humans appear insignificant. Yet we are here to challenge this elemental force and build something truly monumental and lasting. Armed with nothing but knowledge and determination, these engineers face the greatest challenge of the 21st century, taming the world's most violent and unpredictable river. Every measurement must be perfect. In this environment, even a millimeter of error could lead to a catastrophe that would echo through the entire river valley. The mountains themselves are unstable. Natural erosion and seismic shifts have left the canyon walls scarred with cracks that threaten to collapse at any given moment. The danger is constant. Falling debris and shifting ground make every second on this site a gamble with life, demanding absolute vigilance from the construction crew. Welcome to a battlefield of stone and water. This is the front line of engineering where the limits of what is possible are pushed every single day. Beneath the surface, the rock hides secrets. To build a dam here, we must understand the very soul of the mountain and find its hidden strengths. Can human intellect truly subdue this ancient power? The confrontation between nature's wrath and man's ambition is about to reach its most dramatic and intense climax. The journey begins now. We will follow the path of the builders as they attempt to lock this wild river into the heart of the vertical mountains. The project is underway. Millions of tons of concrete are being poured into the void, creating a synthetic mountain that must withstand the weight of history. But a hidden enemy lurks within. As concrete cures, it generates intense heat. This chemical reaction, known as hydration, creates a ticking time bomb of thermal energy. Inside these massive blocks, temperatures can soar to dangerous levels. If left unchecked, this heat will cause the concrete to expand and eventually crack from within. Thermal cracks are the nightmare of dam builders. They act like slow-motion lightning, shattering the structural integrity of the dam before it can even be finished. At a molecular level, the battle is being lost. The internal stress caused by the heat is tearing the material apart, threatening to turn stone into sand. To understand the scale, the volume of concrete used here could pave a highway from the North Pole to the South Pole, a truly staggering amount. Every hour, thousands of cubic meters are added. The faster we build, the more heat we generate, creating a dangerous cycle that must be broken immediately. Time is the enemy. The engineers are racing against the laws of thermodynamics, trying to stabilize the massive structure before the internal heat destroys everything they've built. A single failure, a single crack, can lead to total collapse. The pressure of the reservoir would exploit any weakness, turning a triumph into a global tragedy. The heat is visible on our sensors, a glowing warning of the catastrophe that awaits if we cannot find a way to cool the heart of the beast. The weight of responsibility is heavy. If the dam fails, the flood would wipe out millions of lives downstream. Failure is simply not an option for this team. History is full of lessons paid for in blood. We must learn from the past to ensure that this modern wonder does not become a future ghost. The dam is breathing heat. It is a living, burning entity that must be tamed by a revolutionary new technique if it is ever to survive. The engineers propose a radical solution. To save the dam, they will not just pour concrete, they will build a massive internal refrigeration system unlike any other. Imagine a network of veins and arteries, but instead of blood, they carry ice-cold water deep into the very core of the massive concrete structures. This is the freezing technique. By circulating chilled water, we can absorb the heat of hydration as soon as it is produced, stabilizing the temperature perfectly. A giant factory of cold was built on site. This industrial heart pumps thousands of gallons of refrigerated liquid through the dam every single minute of the day. Slowly, the thermal danger recedes. The blue wave of cold conquers the red fire of the chemical reaction, ensuring the concrete cures with perfect, flawless strength. But pipes are not enough. We must go further. We will mix ice directly into the concrete, cooling the material before it even leaves the mixer. This pre-cooling ensures that the concrete starts its life at the perfect temperature, preventing the buildup of heat from the very first second of the pour. The dam is now a high-tech machine. This artificial capillary network is a masterpiece of design, balancing temperature across millions of cubic meters with surgical precision. Sophisticated algorithms monitor the flow. They adjust the cooling rate in real time, responding to the weather and the specific needs of each individual concrete section. Every connection must be secure. If a pipe leaks, the integrity of the cooling is compromised. The workers must be as precise as the technology they serve. From above, the dam looks like a glowing circuit board. It is a synthesis of ancient masonry and futuristic cooling technology working in perfect cold harmony. By controlling the temperature, we control the physics. The concrete becomes denser, stronger, and more durable than anything found in nature's own chaotic geological processes. Thousands of sensors act as the dam's nervous system. They relay temperature and pressure data back to the central command center, ensuring total structural awareness. This is smart construction. Every data point is analyzed by AI to predict potential issues before they occur, allowing for proactive maintenance and absolute safety. Here, the battle is won with information. The control room is the brain of the project, steering the massive construction through the treacherous waters of physics. The power of cold is our greatest tool. It turns a volatile chemical process into a predictable and manageable engineering feat that will stand for centuries. The results are clear. The concrete is flawless. The freezing technique has transformed a potential disaster into the most stable structure ever built by human hands. As the dam rises, it begins to dominate the landscape. It is no longer just a wall of stone, it is a testament to human ingenuity and precision. What people see on the outside is just a fraction of the story. The real magic is hidden deep within the heart of the concrete masses. But even with perfect concrete, the dam must be anchored. The next phase of the battle takes us to the vertical walls of the canyon itself. These brave souls operate in a realm where a single slip means certain death. They are the climbers of the construction world, defying gravity daily. To secure the dam, we must drill deep into the mountain's core. We are creating the anchors that will hold billions of tons of water in place. These rock anchors are tens of meters long. They reach deep into the stable geology of the mountain, locking the dam into the very bedrock of the earth. Every anchor is a lifeline. They ensure that the dam and the mountain become one single inseparable unit, capable of resisting the immense pressure of the reservoir. The scale of the cliffwork is terrifying. From this height, the river looks like a tiny stream, yet its power is felt in every vibration of the rock. The secret to the dam's strength is its shape. As an arch dam, it uses the water's own pressure to push itself harder against the canyon walls. It's a brilliant design. Instead of fighting the river's strength, the dam borrows it. The more the water pushes, the tighter the dam grips the mountainside. The curve is a masterpiece of geometry. It is a bridge between two worlds, a thin line of concrete holding back a literal ocean of water today. The mountains are now the dam's supporters. The energy of the river is channeled into the earth, dissipating its destructive potential into the ancient stone foundations. Even in high winds and storm conditions, construction never stops. The deadline is looming and the river is already beginning to rise for the season. Every centimeter of the curve must be verified. If the arch is not perfectly symmetrical, the forces will not distribute correctly and the structure will fail. The gap is closing. The two halves of the mountain are finally being joined by a ribbon of high-strength, cooled concrete that will change the world. To ensure no water escapes underneath, we inject liquid stone into the ground. This creates an impermeable curtain that protects the dam's foundation for eternity. From the bottom, the dam looks like a god of stone. It is a monument to what humanity can achieve when we work with nature's laws. For the thousands who worked here, this is more than just a job. It is a legacy. They have built a wall against the chaos of nature. The reservoir begins to fill. This is the moment of truth. Will the frozen concrete and the rock anchors hold against the weight of the river? The river is testing its new cage. The initial pressure is a whisper compared to what is coming, but it is enough to make the structure breathe. The sensors are reporting steady data. The dam is accepting the load, distributing the weight of the water exactly as the engineers had carefully predicted. Even as the weather turns, the dam remains a bastion of stability. It is built to weather the storms of today and the changes of tomorrow. The river's rage is being converted. Its chaotic motion is now a silent, massive store of energy, waiting to be tapped for the benefit of all. Inside the heart of the mountain, the power of the river will be harnessed. These turbines will turn the water's weight into the spark of electricity. The monster is being put to work. The river that once threatened to destroy everything is now the source of life-giving power for millions of homes. This is the ultimate transformation from a destructive flood to a clean, renewable stream of energy, all thanks to the miracle of modern engineering. But nature is never fully tamed. We must always be ready for the unexpected. The spillways are the dam's last line of defense against disaster. A massive flood is coming. The biggest storm in a century is heading toward the river valley, and the dam is about to face its ultimate trial. The sirens wail as the water level rises at an alarming rate. This is the scenario everyone feared, but few truly expected to see so soon. The river has returned in its most violent form. It brings with it the weight of entire forests, battering the dam's face with incredible, crushing momentum. Water is now leaping over the edge. The pressure is at its maximum limit. The structure is vibrating under the sheer force of the incoming tide. The sensors are screaming. Every part of the frozen concrete and every rock anchor is being tested to the very edge of its designed breaking point. The order is given. Open the gates. We must release the pressure before the dam is overwhelmed by the sheer volume of the mountain's runoff. The gates rise and the dragon is unleashed. A torrent of water screams through the spillway, a controlled explosion of pure, unadulterated liquid energy today. This is a sight of terrifying beauty. Thousands of tons of water per second are being launched into the air, dissipating the flood's power safely away. The sound is deafening, a roar that can be heard for miles. It is the sound of a battle being fought and won by human engineering. Despite the chaos, the dam does not move. Its frozen heart is solid and its rock anchors are unyielding, standing tall against the river's greatest fury. The peak of the flood has passed, the level is dropping, the dam has held. The thousands of hours of work and calculation have been validated. In the darkness and the rain, the dam looks like a lighthouse of reason. It is the boundary between a wild past and a controlled, bright future. The danger is over. The dam has survived its baptism by fire and water, proving once and for all that it is the master of the river. As the sun rises, the true magnitude of the achievement is revealed. The river is calm, the dam is perfect, and the mountain is secure today. The freezing technique has created a structure so strong that even the greatest flood in history could not leave a single mark on its face. Nature and technology now exist in a new balance. The dam has become a part of the landscape, a permanent fixture in the history of the Earth. This is a legacy that will last for generations. A monument to the time when humanity dared to face the most dangerous river and won with science. The wild river is now a serene lake. It provides a new habitat for wildlife and a reliable source of water for irrigation and human consumption. Downstream, life is safer and more prosperous. The fear of seasonal floods has been replaced by the certainty of a controlled and beneficial water flow. The power is flowing. Thousands of megawatts are being sent to the cities, lighting up the darkness and driving the progress of a whole nation. Every light you see, every machine that hums, is a tribute to the engineers who stood on the edge of the abyss and refused to blink. This project is the heartbeat of a new era. It is the cornerstone of a sustainable future where we work with nature's power to thrive. The constant motion of the water is now a constant source of wealth. It is a machine that never sleeps, a river that never stops giving. The names of those who built it will be remembered. They are the pioneers of the vertical world, the masters of the frozen stone and the flood. As the sun sets on this incredible journey, the dam stands as a symbol of hope. It proves that there is no challenge too great for us. It inspires the next generation of builders. They see what is possible when we combine courage with the most advanced technology humanity has to offer today. The internal cooling system is silent and invisible, but it is the reason the dam survives. It is the secret strength within the stone walls. The quality is undeniable. This is the highest standard of construction ever achieved, a perfect fusion of chemistry, physics, and sheer human will and determination. From every angle, it is a masterpiece. The dam has successfully locked the river, turning a source of fear into a source of infinite, clean energy. Peace has returned to the valley. The river is no longer an enemy, but a partner in our journey toward a more prosperous and sustainable world. This technology is spreading. The lessons learned here will help build better, safer dams across the planet, securing the future for billions of people everywhere. From space, the dam is a tiny mark on the Earth. But to those who live in its shadow, it is the difference between darkness and light. The battle is over. The river is tamed. The mountains are locked. And humanity has proven once again that we can overcome any natural obstacle. A new day begins. The dam stands ready, a silent guardian of the river and a tireless provider of energy for the world that lies below. The path forward is clear. We will continue to build, to innovate, and to find new ways to live in harmony with the powerful forces of nature. This is a bridge to the future, a structure designed to outlast us all, a testament to the enduring power of human knowledge and shared vision. The energy flows silently. Behind the scenes, a dedicated team ensures that the power of the river is delivered safely and reliably to those who need it. The environment is flourishing. The dam has created a new ecosystem, proving that development and nature can coexist when we use the right technology and care. Total mastery has been achieved. The frozen concrete and the precision engineering have turned a wild dream into a rock-solid, life-changing reality for everyone involved. The river is now at peace. The monster has been tamed, and the energy of the earth has been unlocked for the benefit of all humanity. This is the triumph of the mind over the machine of nature, a story of freezing the impossible and locking it into the heart of the world. The journey ends here, but the legacy continues. The dam will stand as a beacon of engineering excellence for as long as the mountains remain tall. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the heart of the mountain. The era of the frozen giant has truly and finally begun.